Hello Sagittarius, thank you for joining me here. Hello Sagittarius, thank you for joining me here for this reading. This is gonna be your monthly reading for December. And as usual, I wanna thank all of you who for watching my video, liking, subscribing, sharing, and I also wanna thank who has donated to this channel. Alright, without any further delay, let's get into this. I slightly changed the way I'm gonna do the reading, so I kind of incorporated 2 or 3 more different kind of tarot deck, tarot and oracle, so just to get much more deeper and get layers to the situation. Okay, Sagittarius. And also I'm little feeling under the weather for a few days, so my energy is little mellow. Hopefully it's gonna work out. Okay, the cards are not coming. It's fine. Okay. We got our first card. It's Death. Major Arcana. Scorpionic energy. I feel like with this Death card, something coming to an end. A major cycle is coming to an end. And I feel like it's your energy. It's happening to you. Then I got, oh wow, the Lovers have Knight of Pentacles together. Beautiful. Again, I feel like there is some kind of, I got this card twice for Libra reading yesterday. I feel like, I think last month also there is kind of synchronicity between Libra and Sagittarius. I'm gonna get one more card from this deck, and then I'm gonna talk about it, and then we are gonna go deeper with using different deck. Okay, so while I'm still shuffling, let's talk. Otherwise it just feel like kind of, yeah, I'm getting all these downloads, so I'm just gonna start talking anyway. So this Death, like I said, is kind of coming to a completion. I feel like that you worked very hard and you worked very steadily and focused. It may seem like to others, even sometime to yourself, that you did not work at all. It feels like it did feel like that it did not move, like something is, it feels like, like energy, wasted energy. You put all this energy into something, doing something, but it not turning out to something else, or the way you want that object or the situation to turn out. So sometimes that made you feel like that whatever that work was not being done, and sometimes you kind of doubted your own devotion to it. But it's not like that. It's like, and definitely not because of the Lover card, but I really feel like intuitively that I'm feeling that it's regarding to a relationship, a connection. That connection is very, it's like almost like you felt that something, it's like meant to be something very soulfully charged and very meaningful. So because it held so much of high significance to you. So you wanted to work very steadily and dedicatedly but slowly towards it to make these things happen. And and this okay, I'm gonna these two are very similar card, in terms of gesture and posture and all that. So you worked, the work that you put in, it is towards this death. You wanted the death to happen. You wanted certain element in your life to be gone, to be dealt with completely, so that it doesn't come back. Death is not about, it's like a final, it's like a completion. It's not like something that you deal with and it comes back. It's not like that. Death is very karmic. It's like you go through it thoroughly. That's why it's death, because it's there is no resurrection from it. It's like once this cycle is complete, it's completed for a good reason, and then you transform for this. That's why it's also very scorpionic energy. It's like that kind of phoenix energy, like transforming from the ashes, like rebirth, that kind of stuff. So you worked very slowly, steadily and dedicatedly. Sometimes it made you feel very frustrated because it did not move the way you wanted to move in terms of speed and pacing. But you worked, it's like under the surface, you worked so hard, step by step, calculatively, but not cunningly, but calculatively, very strategically. You work step by step to completely be done with certain kind of energy with yourself. I feel like this is something your own, maybe own behavior and the own way of thinking, or certain things that you knew that gonna be a hindering and that gonna be a problem to, for this kind of spiritual, very spiritual and kind of soulful connection to happen. That kind of, the energy that you dealt with this Knight of Pentacles energy, to be completely done with, it will not bring this kind of connection to at its fullest. Does that make sense? So that's why these two kind of, you worked like a Knight of Pentacles. You hone kind of Knight is also a Taurus energy. You kind of hold on to this kind of Taurian energy, like slowly but steadily and calculatively, step by step approach to completely done with certain element in your life, certain element in your own characteristics, own nature and own behavior, to complete this cycle, so that you can really completely embody or jump into this kind of soulful connection that you are about, that you already knew that this connection is it in play. The connection with this person, you already knew the significance of that connection. That's why you worked so hard and steadily. But I would also like to, emphasis on that during this process you may feel very frustrated, because you are not used to like honing a energy like a Taurian energy, that kind of slow. Sometimes Knight of Pentacles is extremely slow to its fault. Sometimes it can be so slow if you don't know the silver lining between when to act and when to step back and calculate and strategize your next act. This can be it can easily turn into complete laziness. So being a fire sign like you, Sagittarius, I feel like this kind of energy really made you very sluggish, made you feel very sluggish and kind of frustrated. But you knew intuitively that you are doing something for a better, you are looking at the bigger picture, not the details, because you knew that in order to have that, you need to go through this. You need to end certain kind of cycle first before you can delve into this. Let's see what follows. Knight of Pentacles. Oh my god, look at this. Because it actually get upright, I took it differently. It came, now it's like 8 of wands. 8 of wands is it's your energy. It's a Sagittarian card. So all these times you are actually looking for to be you in your element, like where you know how to shoot an arrow, this confidence and optimism, and you want to convey all this kind of feelings or emotion, or the passion that you are kind of brooding inside. You wanted to communicate that, but you knew that in order to really do that truthfully and honestly, which can you know which can be a good compatible for this kind of connection, you need to have this kind of Taurian slow energy. But all the time you are looking at this, even though look at this knight, even though he is holding this spear or the pentacles, like, which is stability, but they are looking at directly to you. Are looking at your element all this time because you knew that through this process you can be yourself. And that's the only way to be with this kind of connection, when you can completely be yourself, when you can completely embrace your own thing, your own element, completely truthful, honest, like you are. This is beautiful. This is coming in place. Okay, I'm gonna get now I'm gonna get some cards from Spellcaster Tarot to add and layer to it. Okay. Two major arcana, death and the lovers. You knew that in order to have these lovers, in order to have this kind of bonding, only another major arcana can fight back, and which is death. Completely get done with certain kind of nature that you are not very proud of yourself. So you wanted to get rid of completely to this. So these two major arcana was like next to each other. Only in order to have this kind of major arcana, major energy, you have to fight back with another major energy to really get into it. And you knew that. You are pretty aware, like, of your own situation. Eight of Swords just kind of flipped, but it did not come out, so I did not take it. But yeah, like, it did cause you a lot of, like I said, a lot of mental blocking kind of energy. You really felt like frustrated. You really felt that your hands and your feet are tied up, because this is very slow, especially for you guys. This Knight of Pentacles energy is very slow energy, and sometimes it can be even like painful to really embody that kind of energy. But you knew that that's the only way you can actually get to this kind of connection, by honing that energy. Be patient with me today, because I don't know why the cards are not coming out, so we have to be patient and go with the flow. Maybe that's the energy, no? Be patient, be patient. Look at this. This is beautifully described. Seven of Swords in reverse, and right under Death card. So for that, I'm gonna get more cards. But what I'm getting from this is like Seven of Swords in this deck. If you really look into this, it's like this kind of. It's like doing things hastily. Like I'm like doing things very, not really. Paying attention to what's going on. It just rushing things, like trying to leave the scenario before you can get to the depth of it. It's like, oh, I'm here, I'm just gonna do whatever, like, or it's like almost like a surface oriented act and then just leave. And this not seeing the all the things that they are that are still left behind, which is very important. Like Wolf, which is all about senses, swords, then some mind, fire, like passion, everything you're leaving behind. Because like this card, so like when it's upright, it's like that kind of energy, like doing things very without really paying attention to details, without really being involved, without really being engaged into the moments of this happening. And I feel like you had this tendency before, like you go into certain things and you just do it out of excitement for a moment, but you really don't get to the depth of it, don't really enjoy that what this moments kind of giving you sensually, like, and all the other element a moment can give when you really engage or be very actively involved in those things. But I feel like you had that kind of tendency, kind of, like not flaky per se, but rush in rush out. It's like almost like you did in past, like in past you did get involved with people mostly because of the excitement that it gives, like the excitement that you get when you get into some kind of new situation, newness, new adventure kind of sparks your excitement, kind of rushes your adrenaline. Then you feel bored and then you feel like, okay, what's the next stop, what's the next stop. You used to always looking for this next, rather than being in the moment and really engulfing that all this moment that have to offer to you. And with Seven of Swords in reverse right under the Death, I feel like that's what you had to deal with, that's what you took so much time. Knight of Pentacles, like slow down, step by step, really enjoying, really getting to the core of each moment. And that's what it made you feel very frustrated, sometimes debilitated. But that's what you had to complete, that's you have to get rid of in order to really get into this kind of lovers, this kind of spiritual and kind of soulful connection. Where, because soulful connection is all about intimacy, it's not about, it's like intimacy in a highest form, like physical, emotional, spiritual. And that kind of intimacy only can come when you completely involved in it, so you both can understand each other without accusing each other all the time, without pointing fingers on each other, really understanding where that other person coming from, what their nature, what my nature, understanding those kind of 360-degree angle of a relationship, of a connection. It needs this kind of deeper involvement and deeper like being in the moment. So I feel like that's what you actually worked on all this time, to get rid of this kind of Seven of Swords kind of energy that you usually embody whenever you get into with somebody, or whenever you get into some kind of new situation. Oh wow. Oh, now cards are like fly. Nine of Wands, then we get Seven of Wands. Cool. Lot of wands here. Eight of Wands. Okay, see, there is a like ascending order. 7, 8, 9. We get a progression. With lovers, right under this lover connection, this Nine of Wands, you also felt when this connection hit you. This is, I'm talking, this connection came already in your life. This is not something that's gonna happen. This connection you are already very much aware of. And when this connection came to your life, when you felt that kind of deep soulful connection with another person, and you did not really know what to do with it, you always wanted that, but when it came in reality, you did not know what to do, and you feel like, because of your previous nature, Seven of Swords kind of nature, you, lot of times you felt that you wanted something so bad, just you rushed into things and then it did not pan out the way you wanted, and you always feel like this kind of sense of defensiveness, sense of guardedness, that you have to defend yourself. You have to defend yourself, otherwise just people are just blaming you, just accusing you. But you did not go there for any kind of bad intention. You never had bad intention. You just did not have patience to go through all this kind of layers that moment and a situation or relationship can offer. So because of that, you get accused a lot, you got accused a lot, and you felt that all the time, you felt like that you have to be guard, you have to be protect your own identity against all this. So with this, when this connection came, I feel like you also feel that, oh my god, what I'm gonna do if I completely, what's going on. It all almost made you feel very confused, because you never experienced this kind of connection before. And when something so soulful kind of hit you, you did not know, like you feel like you need to guard yourself, you need to protect yourself, but at the same time, deep down, intuitively, you knew that this is something that doesn't need all this guardedness. So it kind of made you feel very conflicted, and you feel like that, you wanna build something, you wanna do something with this, but you just feel like there are so much, like with Seven of Wands, with this card especially, like you are looking for, you are, when you think, like, look at this, there is like it's a little convoluted energy right now, but don't worry, I'm gonna make it simple. Like when this connection hit you, okay, here is the simple story. When this connection hit you, you are not used to this kind of connection, you are not used to this kind of honesty, you are not used to this kind of depth. It made you feel very uncomfortable, you did not know what to do. That's why you felt like you need to be guarded, like you always used to do in previous relationship or in past situation. But intuitively you also knew, like Seven of Swords, look at that, Seven of Wands, look at that, this person is kind of looking at this kind of horizon, looking at this bigger picture, and with a hopeful eyes, that they hopes in their eyes, like, and all the leaves are coming out. It's like there is a, you also knew that this is something which does not need this nine of wands kind of guardedness. It doesn't need that. But at the same time, because you are not used to, you couldn't let all these wands that's kind of under, like you accumulated over your past experiences, like how you dealt with things, how there is a pattern. I'm gonna be guarded, I need to be defensive, I need to protect myself, I need to protect my identity, otherwise people gonna walk over me. Those kind of mentality was under you. You couldn't let that go, even though you are looking farther, even though you're looking at, even though you're looking at this soul connection, but you also did not know how to let go of all this past pattern, how to let go of your immediately go to action, like being guarded, being protective. So that's why it took you so long to work, that's why you worked so hard step by step to let all these ones fall one by one, so that you can actually embody your energy, which is Eight of Wands, so that you can shoot all this energy, all these wands, all this passion in a direction, rather than just standing on it and feeling like you have to protect your own action. You know what I mean by that? This it's like a pictorial explanation of what actually you went through. We're gonna get one more card from um, Spellcaster Tarot. And I'm sorry if there is a noise outside. Um, there is like a little birthday party going on here. So oh, this one flew out, Three of Wands in reverse. You know, Three of Wands in this tarot, in this deck, is like there is like a lot of, again, it feel like this waiting for something to happen rather than make it happen. Sometimes you need to take charges, and you know better than anybody that's sometimes in order to make things happen you need to take charge. Sometimes it's better to step back. But you know, Three of Wands, all this waiting for something to come, all this waiting for your wands to actually go with it, the passion, actually move from this, you know, top of the this hill or whatever it is, you know, like finally letting that passion guide you and do something actively. You couldn't do that, you know, like Three of Wands, you know, like you were in kind of waiting mode. You know, you are like, okay, I'm working, I'm doing these things step by step, but I'm gonna wait for the right moment. When the right moment come, I will know and it will happen to me. But you know, it's like with Eight of Wands and right under Three of Wands, look at this, how many wands we have got. There is a lot of passion and lot of activity that's gonna happen, because and this Three of Wands in reverse is telling me that all this waiting for this situation to come, you are breaking that pattern. Anyway, so I feel like that with Three of Wands in reverse, I feel like finally you are done waiting, because now you are confident that you have achieved that kind of you knew that this you know, cycle that you actually was very fearful, that's gonna hinder this connection, is now ended. So now you are confident, you are not waiting for anybody, you are not waiting for any kind of ship to come or something like that. You are gonna take charge and you are gonna be on your own. You know, like you be on your own means you are gonna take charge to, you know, to this situation, towards this situation. Okay, let's see the overall energy from this Wild Unknown Tarot, or maybe overall energy and advice. Let's see whatever it comes. Four of Wands. Sagittarius, this is beautiful. Like, look how many wands we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wands, and all of them is like 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. We're like going Four of Wands is so beautiful. The advice, you know, like overall energy is like this, coming to, you know, like coming to like finally it's happening, when all the wands are aligning in a certain way, which can emit this multiple color, which can emit this color of passion, which can emit this color of emotion, you know, blue, then like fiery, like orange, yellowish, red. Everything is coming together in such a way where you feel like it's like almost like a prism, almost like where things can happen, where multiple perspective can be accepted, where things can be understood, where things are coming together. Seriously, this is very beautiful energy overall. I feel like, look at this is, oh my god, I feel like you and I don't know, yeah, I feel like, check out if you're dealing with Libra. I don't know, Libra almost got the similar kind of energy, but it's different. It's just as I don't know. Trust me, it's not cross promotion or anything. If you like to, just check out. Maybe you will get some more clarity on this situation. This is unbelievable. And I get, like, oh, another card from Oracle deck. It's a tiny triumph. Like all these little things that you have been doing, you made it happen, Sagittarius. So proud of you. You should pat yourself, like yourself, like, you have been embodying this Taurian energy, kind of being, like, kind of isolating yourself, getting into your senses, trying to understand the moment. I feel like this is a party time, baby. Go out and have fun. And do whatever you like to do. This is your time. You did it. You did it with this tiny triumph, step by step, with wisdom, with very much wisdom, with very much wise approach you took. It's not like, like rabbit is also like, not rabbit, sorry. Mouse is all about, like how to survive. That's why, when they say when the sheep sinks, the first one to get out of the sink is get out of the ship is rabbit. Sorry, mice. I don't know why I'm saying rabbit. Maybe, I don't know. Rabbit is also it represents stability, and mouse is all about, like survival. They're very much, like, and you knew that in order to be you, completely be you, you have to take this tiny step, step by step, guided by wisdom and knowledge, guided by intuition. All these things comes together, and now you are looking at it. Now you look at this, how big you are, and now you are looking at it, that tiny steps that you took in order to feel yourself this big, in order to feel yourself completely. This is beautiful, Sagittarius. This is beautiful. You made it happen. You made it happen. This is like unbelievable. Like, God, if someone can go through this and you really transform yourself, you really seriously go have party or something that you love to do. You deserve every bit of happiness and every bit of joy and attention right now, because if anyone can go through this and do this completely, you changed your own element. Look at this. Your element is 8 of Wands. You changed this, your element, and got into this Taurian energy, like Knight of Pentacles, like step by step. You felt so frustrated and suffocated to do that, but you did not give up. That's like a dedication right there. Tiny triumphs. Constantly reminding yourself, this is I need to do. Obviously this love connection was your motivation, but you also you realize that you needed to do that for your own self, because you are tired of being like a 7 of Swords kind of energy, 9 of Wands kind of energy, 7 of Wands kind of energy, when you feel like you always have to be protective, you always have to protect yourself, you have to be defensive, you have to, going in quickly, coming out quickly, really not really knowing all these things that happening, taking your senses for granted, all these things. You knew that it's need to change, and this love connection kind of acted like an enzyme catalyst, kind of motivated you to actually do it. You have been thinking about, you knew that you need to do this for a long time. That's why you knew that this death of all this thing has to happen. You knew that, and that's why you were so dedicated and steady, and you did it. Brick by brick, you did it. Oh my God, this is amazing. You guys, seriously, you guys always surprise me. This is beautiful. 4 of Wands. Oh my God, what else? All right, okay, Sagittarius, this is a beautiful reading, and I hope it resonates. Actually, I want this to resonate with a lot of you, because this is such a beautiful reading, and really proud of you. Seriously, be proud of yourself. You did it. You did it, man. You did it. Anyway, I will talk to you. I will see you, or you will see me, whatever it is, next time. Okay, take care. Bye bye.